Alrighty folks, today we got this bad boy in the house. This is the Viltrox 56mm F1.2 Pro for the Nikon Z mount, and I've been using this lens for a couple of days now, and I want to share with you guys my thoughts on this lens. My first impression when I took this lens out of the box was, whoa, this is a great looking lens. It's a great feeling lens, although it's really chunky if you are comparing it to other APS-C lenses out there. However, the build quality of this lens is crazy. It's a solid piece of glass. I really like it. You have the aperture dial here, and it does have a nice resistance to it as you switch stop. It also has a manual focusing ring. You also got the Viltrox Pro badge on the sides of this lens. And the only other Pro badges you get from the Viltrox, especially in the APS-C mount, is the Viltrox 27mm F1.2, the 75mm F1.2, and now the 56mm F1.2. This lens also has a 60mm filter thread, and the minimum focusing distance is about 50 centimeters, which is quite good because you can get in real close. And I believe like around the full frame lenses for the 85mm focal length, the average is around 70 centimeters. So 50 centimeters is really good because you can get in real close and get some macro-like level of photos. Now, when it comes to the build, it's an all-metal construction. It has the same design as the other Pro lenses out there, and at the back of the lens, there is a rubber gasket seal for the weather sealing, and as well the USB-C port for firmware updates. Overall, I think it's a solid built lens. It's a premium feeling lens for sure, and it's a big and chunky APS-C lens, but you'll be happy with it. When it comes to the autofocusing, Viltrox is saying that this lens has the new VCM motors, which makes this lens focus faster than the previous Pro lenses, the 27mm and the 75mm F1.2. The older F1.2 lenses from Viltrox uses the STM autofocusing motors inside. From my testing that I did find this to be true. It's quick and it's snappy. It feels solid on something like the Nikon Z8, which I am currently using this to test the lens. Eye tracking works great on the Nikon Z8. The VCM motors works great at tracking my cousin walking around as well. When it comes to image quality at F1.2, this lens is incredibly sharp. There is a slight vignette at F1.2, but the profile corrections in Adobe Lightroom fixes it right up. Now, I do like the background blur on this lens. At F1.2, it does melt the background a lot. The subject isolation you get on this lens looks great. And the 85mm focal length does make a great portrait photography lens, and I think this is a great lens for the APS-C lens lineup for the Nikon Z cameras. The 85mm focal length makes the face looks very flattering, and this is why people tend to use this focal length for headshots. Now, when it comes to color fringing, this is me looking into the branches, looking for it. You do see some purple and green fringing, especially wide open in contrasty situations. However, I don't see this to be that big of an issue. This lens is coming in at $580, and this is one of my favorite things about this lens is the pricing. A Pro Series lens for $580 with a metal construction design, with an aperture dial, with weather sealing, fast autofocusing motors. I don't know if there's anything like this for the Nikon Z mount when it comes to APS-C lenses for price and specs, because if we go ahead and take a look at what Fujifilm has to offer, Fuji has their own native 56mm f1.2 glass, and it costs $1,200. So this costs $580, which is freaking crazy. It's almost like half the price. There's also the Sigma 56mm f1.4 contemporary lens, and that lens is the same price as the Viltrox at $580, but it's an f1.4 and it doesn't have an aperture ring. So I think the price on the Viltrox is great. It's more than fair. And honestly, after testing their lenses for a while now, each release keeps getting better and better. The Lab series is outstanding. The Pro lenses, the 75 is a great lens. The 27 is a great lens. And now the 56, they're all strong performers. You also got their Air series lens, which is affordable, compact, easy to carry. And at this point, with the focal lengths they offer and the ones I actually use, like, I honestly don't see a reason to pick like a native lens anymore. Viltrox is really good. And Viltrox, if you're watching, we get it. You guys nailed the prime lenses already. Can you guys just make a zoom next? Like a 16 to 55mm f2.8? would be perfect. If you guys want to pick up this lens, use the links down in the description below. It helps support the channel and it lets me make more content for you guys. And while you're here, hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. It helps pushes it out to more people. And thanks so much.